Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Eva Spirit Tarot. This is going to be your October reading 2020, your love life, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. I am a channel, and as such I channel lots of different guides, beings, collectives through the different decks and through the crystals and stones I have here as well. We get visitors too through that. If you see cards flying around or anything sort of strange happening, don't worry. It's perfectly normal. It's just the result of a lot of energy going on here at the moment. All of the other information that you would be needing is going to be down below. How to contact me, things like that. So thank you so much, and let's get started on your reading. Okay. Leo. Oh, actually, the fairy deck wants to come first for Leo. Okay. Sometimes messages come through just when I hold the deck, but let's see. Leo. Okay, so first thing I'm hearing is there's some confusion about the direction at which to go. It's kind of like having different opportunities. Maybe there's a couple of people that you have been interested in who are also interested in you, and there's no clear-cut decision that's being made in terms of which path to take. And this, okay, so I'm hearing haze. It's almost like there's a haze, there's a cloud, there's a fog. And the longer you stay in this position, the more it starts to make you feel bogged down. And so the first message I'm getting for you is that any decision is better than no decision. Staying in indecision, we can say that is a decision in and of itself, but it's inactive. So Spirit is wanting you to make a decision about which direction you take, reminding you that whatever path you choose to take, you are never off the path. You are never off from finding or being in alignment with your true self. So you are worried that if whatever choice you make, it might be the wrong one. And so this also is creating your sense of being inactive. But they're also showing me that there might be some sort of game playing that's happening, or some sort of enjoyment in a way that and they're saying it could be subconscious, gained from being in this position. And Spirit is wanting you to have a look at it, to simply ask, because this isn't for all of you, they're saying, but ask yourself why you stay in this position of inaction. Why haven't you made the decision? Because in asking yourself that and trying to get down to the root of it, you're going to find some shadow work that needs to be done with that. I'm sensing there's a fear of making the wrong choice. Also that there's some need is being fulfilled by receiving this attention, and it's almost like there can be an attachment to that. And so there's a need to build up the feeling of being self-worthy that needs to occur as well for some of you. So that's what they're saying, and they're actually saying that that's what they wanted to say, that they wanted to preface the reading with that. Okay, this deck wants to come next. Thank you. Okay, Leo. Yeah, I'm quite literally seeing in my mind's eye just haze and fog. Almost like a, two people. You have to choose between two people, something like that. And I'm also hearing that some of you are in the middle of your undergraduate studies or university studies in some way. It's almost like you're sort of prepping for some big exam. So you're sort of feeling like this couldn't come at the worst time. It doesn't feel like a very inconvenient time. It's like that you should be studying or preparing for some big exam or big presentation that you have coming up. Yet, you've got this in a way, this love triangle that's happening. So yeah, it feels kind of kind of inconvenient. Okay, so I've taken the dragon deck. So let's see what messages they have for you. Leo, please. Leo, please. Okay. All right, first card we've got is Lilac. Can you see that? Lilac Fire Dragon. And it says transmutes through the power of divine love. So immediately, like what I was just saying about there being some kind of lack of feeling worthy, self-love, self-worth, and this situation is coming up to highlight the need to work on this, to build this up, to find this, to discover this within yourself, the love of self, and transmutes through the power of divine love. Yeah, so sort of like expanding yourself to access divine love. So what I'm sensing is this situation, Spirit is wanting to highlight to you that there's a belief there for some of you that to experience love can only be through other people, in a romantic sense, giving you attention or dating, whatever the case may be. But Spirit is wanting to show you that divine love as a frequency, as energy, is not limited in any way to just romantic connections or to relationships with other human beings. You know, love can be felt through all things all the time. So they're wanting to highlight that and sort of you to use this situation as a way to align yourself with that bigger truth. And the bottom says, open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Yeah, so they're highlighting for me this purity of heart. So kind of having situations come up in your life in order to purify oneself. So they're also showing me like transmutation. They're showing me the death card from the Rider-Waite tarot deck as well, just to kind of highlight this point of old things need to die in order for the new to come, in order to access and be aligned with that divine love. These old beliefs about love only being accessible through certain routes is how it is, and of course that's not true. So there's some sort of detoxification that needs to happen, and that's why they're saying that it's kind of irrelevant. it's sort of not irrelevant, but it's not the point about who you choose. The point is about what you're learning through this process. You know, and they're also sort of wanting for you to be sort of light about this situation, that you choose the one you like the most and you give it a shot. You go for it, you see what happens. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, it's still great. I mean, that's life, right? So but ultimately what you would have discovered through that whole process would have been this divine love, this self-love, this alignment with divine love, and therefore with the whole of who you are as well. And that is the gift that comes through this circumstance right now that feels kind of inconvenient to you. Second card you've got is Silver Dragon. And it says, illuminates your potential with higher light. Okay, so you're being called to step up in some way. There's a need for you. Okay, so they're also, backtrack, they're also saying to me that for those of you who don't have two particular individuals in a romantic sense, it can also be two paths, sort of two choices, two roads, being in one place, being in another place, taking one job versus staying with your old job, moving abroad versus staying where you are. So just this idea of there being two paths. But for a lot of you, because this is a love reading, initially I'm getting two people. So illuminates your potential with higher light. So yeah, you're definitely being called to step up. And they're also saying, you know, to level up, which means now it's time to become the best version of yourself. And then now they're showing me the Chariot on the Rider-Waite, which is all about having direction in life, kind of like knowing what kind of person you want to become, knowing what you want to attract, and taking the time to figure out how it is you want to feel. They're saying that you don't necessarily have to know all of the details, but it would be beneficial for you to take time to think about what it is that you want for your life, or just how you want to feel in your life, and that's sort of going to activate a new level of awareness and awakening for you. It says access untapped resources. So like I just talked about something similar. Look into your soul, see higher possibilities. So it's definitely sort of like through an experience that seems very mundane, very tedious even, very humanesque, earth-like, whatever, that something beautiful is emerging from that in the growth that's potentially there to take place for you. And I can see that there's this sort of like, if you're willing to accept and willing to go with it, there's a huge expansion that's going to take place for you. They're telling me to take one more, or look at the bottom of the deck, okay? Golden Atlantean Dragon. Oh, that's pretty. And it says, helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. So they're highlighting to me there to realign with ancient wisdom, realign with ancient truth. So there's definitely a lot of old souls that I'm tapping into with this Leo collective. It's sort of like aligning with your truth, aligning with your authenticity, aligning with they're saying interesting, they're saying that the sole purpose that you have in this life is almost like a continuation of previous lifetimes. It's like through multiple lifetimes you've kind of, generally speaking, been going in a very similar direction. And they're bringing up the word to assimilate. It's almost like this life is here for you to assimilate, to take everything that you've learned and be able to implement it now. And they're really saying now is the time. No waiting, no holding back. Another thing it says here: awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents. Exactly. Reclaim your mastery. Yeah. So it's kind of like going back into yourself and finding this within you, this beautiful, looks like some sort of crystal there within you, which is kind of similar to my one actually. That's quite cool. So yeah, this love situation of yours, or this choosing of different paths, is definitely actually triggering a big awakening for you. Super interesting. Okay, this one wants to come next. Oh, excuse me. All right. Leo. Is there anything else? Okay, so they're telling me to do 2 individual spreads here for these 2 paths, okay? Choice A and choice B, and you might, as I said before, 2 different choices in terms of 2 people, maybe different jobs, different locations, just 2 different choices that you have going, significant choices you have going on in your life right now. They're wanting me to do that kind of spread. Okay. Leo. October 2020. Okay. They're telling me I have to choose the side first. Okay. So let's do to the left. Okay, they told me to take one more. And if we need clarifiers, then we'll take those. Okay, so I have 3 cards here for the choice 1 or choice A, whatever you want to call it. I'll get into those in a moment. And choice B, October 2020, Leo. What is the second choice about for Leo Collective? Thank you. What is the second choice? Can you tell me about the second choice for Leo, please? Okay, they're telling me to split the deck. Okay, they're telling me to look at this one first. All right, so first one we have is the Temperance card. Next we have is the Hermit card. And next we have is the Four of Cups. So what I get from this combination and what Spirit is telling me is that this particular choice is one that is going to be, they're saying, more internalized. So you may not see any physical changes in your life in a significant way in the beginning of this choice of yours, but all of the changes that would be taking place would be inside, and they're giving me the word recalibrate. So the energy of this individual or this choice or this new environment that you would choose to go to be in is going to recalibrate your energy. I'm curious about the Four of Cups. Can you tell me why the Four of Cups is here, please? Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel that there's some kind of opportunity that comes. Okay, so recalibrate in terms of allowing things from your subconscious to arise within. It's almost like through this choice, there's a lot of different shifting that's happening within you, within your subtle energy bodies. And so this Nine of Swords is going to come up for you, but it's a good thing. It's sort of like, you know, you have to acknowledge problems in order to really release them, to face your fears in a way. So it's kind of like through these different opportunities that may be presenting themselves to you, it's sort of like what's really being affected the most is how you're feeling about yourself, and how the fact that these opportunities are around you, or this new person, this new environment is stirring all of these new things inside of you, and it causes you to see or bear witness to the parts of you that are still in this mode. But again, I really feel that it's quite a good energy, because it's again bringing out this sort of detoxification, purification. Again, I'm getting the Death card, and but I feel that with the Temperance card here, it does feel like a very nice energy. It does feel like it's not going to be all difficult and hard with this individual or this path of yours, this particular choice. It does feel that there's a lot of light there. There's a lot of support there. There's a lot of, why are they saying feathers? Okay, they're saying if you see feathers around, it's a sign to make this particular choice, that the spirit will be guiding you toward that. Okay, but yeah, it feels like a good energy. But in the beginning, nothing is going to change that much. It's more like behind the scenes. It's internal work, and it's going to cause some things to erupt from within you, which is a good thing. Okay, so let's look at the second choice. Choice B, the other person, or the other choice. Let me just move these here. Other person or the other choice. Ooh. Okay. Leo, please. they don't want to give me. Fairy deck that was saying that they will give me. That's so funny. They don't want to give me through this deck. Okay. Can you tell me about choice B for Leo, please? Choice B for Leo, please. Okay. Can we get 2 more cards, please? Thank you for your patience, guys. Can you tell me about choice B for Leo, please? Thank you. All right. Okay, first card we've got is Prince of Winter. And it says intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Okay, so this other choice is going to propel you forward. It's in stark contrast to the other choice. This is something that's going to be very noticeable, very quick, but not necessarily the right choice, because sometimes people think that they're asking me to tell you that sometimes people think that, you know, if you see physical results straight away and you see physical momentum straight away, it's the right one, or it's the better one, because, you know, we feel that things are moving forward in some way. But they're wanting me to remind you that that's not the case, that it's good to remind yourself that what goes on underneath the surface is just as significant, if not more, because that's where the creation is created in order for physical reality to manifest. It says, seek out an intellectual solution to your problem, the need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. Yeah, so I definitely feel with this second choice, it's almost like you're going to be taken on a ride. It's going to have some unexpected twists or turns. It's going to be an adventure of some sort. Now, I can't say right now if this is necessarily going to be in a good way, in a not so good way, but I'm just feeling like it's going to be interesting and not necessarily what you expect. Second card we've got is 3 of Winter, and it says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation, success that will heal with time. Okay, let me tune into the card, please. Reach out to others for comfort and love. Okay, so what I'm picking up from this is that these rapid changes that will come from this particular person aligning with this relationship or this decision is going to force you in a way to act quickly in order to adapt. And if you're not able to do that, then it might leave you feeling a bit sort of bemused and kind of just sort of like you don't have your bearings, basically. So what they're saying to me is that for some of you, the choice to go with the more sort of low impact energy, which we talked about earlier, that's more balanced and sort of more internalized, some of you, that's going to be the better choice. And then some of you, if you're able to be adaptable and go with the unexpected and they're also saying to tell you that knowing that there are no guarantees, then this might be the one that you would be inclined, the choice you'd be inclined to make. Third card we've got is Princess of Autumn. And it says, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that a new world is going to open up for you. So it's almost like by making this choice, you're going to have a new door open up to you that is very, I'm hearing sort of like whimsical, or sort of like they're showing me like Alice in Wonderland, you know, when she steps into this world and it's nothing like she's ever experienced before. It's like going through this journey and this ride with this person or this choice is going to take you into what feels like a new world. But it's one that can be very fruitful for you as well. But you're going to have to be prepared to do the work. So it might mean that the new job opportunities will come. It might mean that the person that you choose to be with sort of has something about them or something in their life that you never considered, you know, you would have to consider and deal with and be a part of. But it opens up a new world for you, and as a result, you grow through that. So yeah, this is definitely now I can feel that this energy, this is a good energy as well, but it's not going to be for everybody because you know, some people don't like roller coasters basically. So those are the two choices that I'm picking up, and I just want to close now with a final card, but I'm seeing which one. Okay, we're going to take the Star Beings. Thank you so much. Do you have a final message for Leo for their love life, October 2020, please? Leo, October, final message. Yeah, it says, pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So again, they're showing me here that it doesn't matter which choice you make. If you make the choice consciously and you make the effort to question yourself, to allow the parts of you that need healing to come up as a result of these activities in your life, these ongoings in your life, these circumstances, then your vibration will continue to rise. And as we said earlier, there's definitely like an expansion and awakening that's going to be happening. So they said whatever choice you make, say yes to something, make a choice. All right, that's what I got for you, Leo. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.